Villager McVillage face. This is absolutely great. Oh my gosh. Hey, this is the Black Belt Panda, and welcome back to PandaCraft Skyblock here on the PandaCraft server at play.pandacraft.org. So, what I want to do is make some more of those farms over there. I want to automate the wheat farms and whatnot, but I want to use villagers to do it for me, so I don't actually have to use any machines, right? So I threw some water bottles and some blaze powder in here, used up that last blaze rod that I had. So I'm going to throw in some fermented spider eye, and this should create weakness potions, right? And then we're going to throw those weakness potions on those zombies. I got some gunpowder here so we could turn them into splash potions pretty easily. I did make some changes to the audio. Let me know if it sounds any better. Let me throw this gunpowder in here. So I kind of DIY'd an isolation shield for my microphone to cut down on the keyboard and mouse noises. Hopefully it's a lot better now. And I'm also using new software for recording the audio. Woo! So hopefully it sounds a bit better. Hopefully there's less peeking and clipping and typing and clicking, right? Alright, so we've got now 3 splash potions, if I can talk. So let's quickly do this here. How am I gonna... Let's see, this is a slab, so I should be able to break that. Throw that right in there. Did I get hit? Did I get hit? What's this? How do I get rid of this? How do I get... I don't know. Oh, wait, click that. There we go. Yeah, I got hit. Alrighty, so now we need to feed them, right? So, no, I don't want to eat it. I don't want to eat it. How do I feed these guys? Do I throw it at them? That work? That work? No. Did I do that wrong? These are splash potions of weakness. That's what the wiki said. I'm just following the wiki. Alright, I may need to look this up because this does not appear to be working. Oh boy. Oh, derp. These are regular zombies. I need a zombie villager. That's why it's not working. Let's get rid of you. And you are also a regular zombie? Yes, you are. Alright, so this is my spawning system here. I'm using slabs to block out the light. And then it's dark in there, so they spawn in there, right? Give me that torch back. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna wait for more to spawn. Hopefully we can get a zombie villager in there. Alright, while I was waiting, I went ahead and made the little farming platform over there. Can't really see it from here. But we do have a zombie villager now. So you can tell by the very distinct growling noise they make. I hope it is the correct type because we need a farming villager, but we do have a creeper here too. I'm going to get rid of that creeper really quick, very carefully. Alright, so what I'm going to do is break this block here. And then throw the splash potion of weakness in there. Try not to get hit this time. I got hit this time. Alrighty. Well, now we can feed it the golden apple. There it goes. Alright. So now he is curing, transforming. Give me that gunpowder. And soon he will be a villager. So, while we're waiting, I made also... off camera a name tag for this guy, Villager McVillage Face, right? So we're gonna name him, and hopefully that'll help prevent any despawn from the game. I don't know if villagers despawn or not. I'm not sure, but the name tag should help, right? And then yeah, we'll go from there. So I'll be back when this guy is cured. And we have a villager. Are you? Yes, you are a farming villager. Very nice. Let's throw that name tag on him. Boom! Villager McVillage Face. Hey, how are you? Nice to meet you. Alright, we're going to break a couple blocks here to make it a little bit easier to get in. And I brought a boat. Why? You'll see. This is clever. Okay, so we can't use a lead on a villager. But what we can do is pop him in a boat and sail away into the sunset. This is great. Oh, wow. So we are sailing across the wooden slabs on the way over to the farming platform to transport Villager make village face. This is absolutely great. Oh my gosh. Lanhoy! Alright, so we are over here on the platform now. I'm gonna hop out of here. So this is what I made off camera while I was waiting for a zombie villager. I had to go back and kill mobs several times in that thing until we actually got one. But I'm glad it was a farmer. Very nice. So the idea is I'm going to try to get him in here and then block him off with more fences, which I forgot to bring. But anyway, I tossed this lily pad down here. I don't know if villagers get stuck in the water or anything, but I figured better safe than sorry. So this way, if he does accidentally walk over to the water, he'll just pop right up over top. Very nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab some fences. I should have some over here in the chest. Have to go so far now because my island is expanding. More fences. All right. And we've got 1 splash potion and 2 apples left over. I'll have to look up to see if these guys can harvest and plant potatoes and carrots. If they can, then I'm going to have to work on getting more of these guys, probably off camera, because it is a long, boring process. But we can get 1 more with this splash potion, and I have enough blaze powder in that thing to make quite a few more, right? So now, how do we actually get him out of the boat? Like, can we... Will that work? Oh, there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna drive him in there. I guess what I'll do is I'll get rid of these crops in the front. Probably make it easier, right? Yeah, so let's get rid of these crops right in the front. I'll have to replant them, or he'll replant them for me. But I went ahead and grabbed all these seeds here from all the time we've had our crops growing manually, and we're gonna fill his inventory with those, right? Because they have 8 slots in their inventory, and we don't want them picking up the wheat. We want the wheat to go to the collector. So let's go ahead and drive him right in there. Very carefully, right in here. Turn around. Uh-oh. I ran into the lily pad. I was trying not to do that. Okay, dismount. Put that lily pad back. What the? What the? Oh, okay. It was a visual glitch. I was very confused there for a second. I thought I duplicated the lily pad. Alrighty. So the idea here is to... Let's see. Can we fill his inventory while he is in the boat? Let's find out. Did he pick that up? I think he did. Very nice. Alright, that makes things easy. Oh, either that or the collector got it. Nope, he got it. Okay. Good job, villager. Make village face. So we're going to throw all these seeds at him. That's going to fill up his inventory. Pick him up. There you go. Good job. And now we're going to break this boat. There we go. And replant these seeds here. And then... boom. Fence him in. Alright. So now... let's see. Can I give him any more seeds? Are you full of seeds? You're full of seeds, right? I don't know if he picked that up. I don't know if they can, like, pick things up while their inventory... No, they shouldn't be able to. Unless he has a 9th slot. Oh, I don't know. Okay, so let's break that. And it might actually be a while before he starts working. Before he gets to work. So I guess I will hang out here until he does. And he better. He's working! He's working! Look at that. That is beautiful. Plant that. Plant that spot right there. Come on. Get to that spot. He's a little slow. He's a little slow. There he goes. Good job. All right. Very nice. So I'm going to have to craft another collector, and we're going to plop that down right over here. Actually, probably like right over... I don't know. I'll put it somewhere over here. I've got a collector, so we're going to plop that down probably like right here-ish, I guess. I mean, these are all going to pipe into the same network anyway, so I'm not too worried about, like, this picking up stuff from over here. But I'm going to turn up the range on this guy to 6, and I'm going to have to go in and pick up the items that are already in here and redrop them. And there. Alright, we good? We good? I think we're good. How do I get out? Oh. Okay, I got tricks. ISH. There we go. We go home. Alright, so now we have an automatic weed farm. Woo! Okay, so that's one more thing automated, courtesy of Villager McVillageface. And now I'm gonna have to look up to see, first of all, can villagers even harvest and replant potatoes and carrots? And if they can one villager do it, or am I gonna have to have two more? Because that was quite the process. I'd rather this one guy did it. That would make things a lot easier for me, but I'm gonna have to look that up. Okay, so I did some reading up, and it looks like these guys can do potatoes and carrots as well, but the mechanics are a little bit more complicated when it comes to getting one villager to do everything. So I'll probably just go the easy route and get more farming villagers. I mean, it's the time-consuming route for sure, but it's less worrying about various different mechanics. Now, I don't know if they're going to try throwing stuff to each other or what. I'm going to have to look all that stuff up later, but for now, this is pretty good. I mean, for the other farms, I'm pretty much just going to replicate this, so I might even do that off camera, and I fell in the farm. Darn it. All right, anyway, so this is what we've got so far. It's only been at it for a few minutes, so that's pretty good, and I am stuck. Let's get out of there. All right, so not bad for just harvesting for a few minutes. The farms over here have been running for collectively maybe an hour or two overall, and we've already got that much stuff. So yeah, that's quite a bit. Might have been like 3 or 4 hours total, but regardless, that's pretty good. That's way better than I was doing. Way better than I was doing, and that's even running right now. How many logs do we have in here? That's gonna fill up quick. I'm gonna have to get that hooked up to the system. So maybe that is the next priority, getting that hooked up. That's gonna be a little tricky because I'm gonna have to, where is that? That's that platform right there. So luckily I've already been building this, which is running right under us, so I don't have too far to go, but I'm gonna have to like bridge over there and get up there and place connector nodes all the way back to here. Fun stuff, but then we can add storage chests for the various different items. And I've got some cool new items coming up soon, hopefully, that will make using storage systems like this even easier. But I did make a change to the crafters. Now they'll leave behind enough ingredients to do one crafting operation. Like you see, there's 2 sticks here, but it hasn't crafted them. It'll wait for 2 more sticks to show up before it actually crafts another hammer. The reason being is, well, this guy filled up with stone, there was no room for sticks. So by making that change, we can have crafters now that won't fill up completely with one ingredient, leaving no room for the others. So I think that was a really nice change. I also fixed some bugs with the crafters. Some of the items they weren't able to craft due to some changes in the way Minecraft handles recipes, but those are fixed now. Woo! So let's head on up here. I did add a couple more, well, 3 more builder's wands. They are a little more expensive. There's an enhanced, a supreme, and an unbreakable builder's wand. Enhanced uses a diamond block instead of a diamond. Supreme uses a nether star instead of a diamond. And unbreakable, well, it uses 2 nether stars and a dragon egg. So yeah, I'll post information on those in the forums once I get the chance. They're pretty cool. They do have better specs too. I made a bunch of double chests here. How much spacing do I have here? 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. Chest. So the plan is to add more stuff here. We'll get some of that farming stuff going. There we go. I forgot to make item frames, but I'm not too worried about that for now. But the process for this, what I'm gonna do is head over here. I made some more nodes up. I'm gonna place an input node. It was input node, right? Yeah, input into the system. So I'm trying to think. I want these. I guess it's gonna be hard to line them up, huh? Unless I move this guy over here. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah, I'll do that. I'm gonna move this guy. Gimme. Okay. And put him in line right here. And turn that range up. And we did have a problem with items over there. Not quite making it, but it looks like they are now. So hopefully, yeah, that'll help with that. So the idea here is input nodes. I'm going to place one on the front of each. And then let's see, in this case, we're going to round robin just in case. And then white channel, and I'm going to whitelist. Well, I don't have to whitelist. I'll just put it on blacklist, but I'll change those later. For now, I'll just put in that. And I'm going to mark these locations by digging the slabs out underneath. And then the fun bit. Now I've got to get down to that bottom platform and work connectors all the way over to those two spots there, right? So where are my connectors currently? So I'm going to need to place connectors on the back of here, right? Just like these ones. So we're going to place connector. And then mine, pickaxe please, connector, and connector. All right, so now those are all connected. I like how it kind of zigzags there. That's kind of cool. I like that. That's neat. And then we're going to be putting output nodes on these guys, which I believe default to whitelist. Yeah, so I can just toss these on right away. Where am I putting these ones? Same spot? Yeah. And then these ones go here. I like to just keep everything kind of looking the same, just to make it nice. All right, so I want to position these connectors in the same way all the way across so we can continue building this system. So that's 1, 2, 3, and then it's on the 4th block, and that's including the chest. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, connector. 1, 2, 3, connector. 1, 2, 3, connector, and our last row of chests will be right up here against the wall, looks like. So for this connector, let me break it real quick. Where was that? 1, 2, 3 connector. I'm going to go ahead and place the 3 here. There we go. All right, so that way I can easily continue along in this direction. And the maximum spacing for these guys was how many blocks? Here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that sounds about right. I believe it was 5. So 5 blocks in between each of these connectors. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we should be able to put a connector down right here. Does that connect? Boom. All right. So now I can carry this across, but I'm actually going to move that up 1 block in the off chance that we end up 1 block short at the end. Better safe than sorry. And then I can just carry on across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then on this iron one here. Was that an iron one too? Oh, that makes it easy. I can just put it right on the iron one each time. Here's an iron one. Connects. Boom. Look at that. Awesome. Anyway, so that would be this block here. And try to position it straight. All right. So then what I'm going to do is start bridging out. Let's see, I don't want to be too far away here. And then work my way over there. And then I'll start bridging up and placing more of those. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And connector goes here, right? Yes, and I'm probably gonna have to make more of these connectors. Even though they have 5 blocks of space in between, I only have 3 left. But I'm going to spare you guys the boredom of watching me do this, and I'm going to finish this off camera. Just for reference, in case you want to do this yourself, here's how I'm going up. I'm just pillaring up with 2 blocks. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. So I can put another connector right there. Boom, and that's my last one. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this block right above it as a marker. And I can break all these blocks. Head back down, and I'll be able to head up there and connect it up at the top pretty easily, but I'm gonna have to make some more connectors because sure enough, I ran out. Here I am up at the top, and I can see where I marked out for that connector, and I got lucky and it just happened to be in line with this block here. So all I have to do is place that down just like that. I think I lost that slab unless it went in here. It did. Very nice. All right, so I can place that slab down. I can place these 2 back. And now these 2 input nodes are connected to the system. Yay! I need food. And now all I have to do is go down and specify the output nodes, which ones go to which. Do I have any cooked food in here? I have a ton of cooked chicken. Holy cow. All right, works for me. So eat that up. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is grab, let's see, how many did I put down there? 1, 2, 3, 6 double chests. So I'm going to see how many things I've got here. So we're definitely gonna want one dedicated to logs. And let's see, we've got melons, pumpkins, cactus, get organized, sapling, random cobblestone, pick that out of there. We've also got wheat, sugarcane, apples, and seeds, and I think that's everything. Hopefully I didn't miss anything there. So that's 9 items, and we've got 6 chests. So you know what, I'm just gonna make 3 more double chests. So that's 6 more chests. And do I have any more output nodes? No, I think I used them all. So I'm gonna have to make 3 more output nodes. So I'll do that really quick. Figured while I'm up here, I'd go ahead and also make all the item frames. So we need 9 of those, and I'm just shy on sticks. Let's see, I didn't actually do the math on this one. I'm just guessing at how many I need here, but there we go. That should be more than enough. Boom. All right, we've got sticks left over. Can you put those away? There we go. All right. Do I have something extra in here? Random gunpowder. Toss that away. Okay, so now we can head down. Sprint, please. Thank you. Head down. Head down. Okay. So place these guys. And then there we go. And then we can place the cargo nodes on the back here. All right, so now I've got item frames. How are we positioning these? On the right sides? Looks like it. Item frames on the right. Boom. And then I'm gonna have to grab one of each item again, but I'm not too worried about that. I've got, still got leather on me. Whoops. All right, so now I can specify, where'd my logs go? Darn it, I used them to craft. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna put saplings and then seeds. No, not seeds, apples. And then seeds here. And then over here, we'll put watermelon, pumpkin, and wheat. And then over here, we can have cactus and sugarcane, and then logs when I get more, because I didn't. Should have logs in one of these chests. Here we go. That explains why when I was crafting earlier, I had 4 more planks than I actually had figured I'd need. That would be why. Okay, so there we go. Now, those items should start going in there as soon as we... dinging! Oh my gosh, MCMMO, be quiet. As soon as we enable the blacklist on these guys. But I want to make sure I have one of each item here first. So cactus, well, actually I don't need to. I'm just gonna blacklist and wrong button. Blacklist. Items should be disappearing now. Yep, there they go. Down into the system. Now if we head down there. Shoop. They should start appearing in the chest. So now I can grab the item. Meant to put that in my hotbar. Pop that in there. Grab one. Pop that in there. There's apples. We've got seeds. We've got melons. Pumpkins. This is working pretty well. I like this. Starting to really centralize all the items here in our storage system. Very nice. And then once I finish what I'm working on to make it easier to access these, it'll be way, way nicer. So there we go. Look at that. We've got our auto farm chests. And of course, we're going to have to set up some more for the potatoes and carrots and What else? Nether wart and mushrooms that we have yet to automate, but that is looking nice. I like it. But that's all we've got time for today. I'm going to try to get some more villagers off camera and look more into the villager farming mechanics to make sure I can get potatoes and carrots going. And try to come up with a way to automate nether wart and mushrooms. That'll be really nice. And maybe even get some more tree types in over there. It'd be cool to have automatic logs of the varying different types. But once we get that done, we can start automating stuff like crafting sticks into tools and all that fun jazz. But I hope you liked this video. If you did, please click that like button. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And share this video with your friends if you can. It helps out a lot. And if you have any suggestions for the Skyblock server, let me know in the comment section down below. Just pop them right down there, right? I love suggestions. Suggestions are great. Thanks for watching. This is the Black Belt Panda. I will see you in the next video. Bye.